Good morning, good morning. Happy Future AO Friday. I am so blessed to be able to introduce our future AO today. Um, Not only is he a man of God, he is an amazing husband. He has dug into this business, and I am beyond proud of him. Share a few stats with you guys real quick. Tanner Vescio joined August 1st, 2024. Did 26,000 in 2024. Working at part-time, full-time hockey coach, and came in and did $40,000 in APV between January and June of this year. January to May. June 1st, or some June 2nd, somewhere in there, Tanner called Jill and I, and in tears, in the hard. It was an amazing conversation, heartfelt, and we just looked at Tanner and said, "Hey, Tanner, this is what you have to do." Tanner turned the switch at that point in time. From June until now, he's done $93,000 in APV for a total of 134,000 this year. He has turned the switch, and there is no doubt in my mind that he is a future AO. So, Tanner, I'm gonna turn this over to you, and I am blessed to have you on our team, buddy.
Yeah, what is up, guys? Thank you so much for that intro, Joe. I'm so blessed to be a part of your team along with Jill, and everyone else. But yeah, those tears were real in June. Um, like Joe said, I have a hockey background. I played a little bit of pro, 4 years of college, and being a hockey player, I wear my heart on my sleeve. And so yeah, those tears were real. So I appreciate you guys back then. You guys helped me through that hard. So yeah, he again, my name's Vescio. Little Italian in there. So I don't know what the Vescio is in that, Joe, but it's Vescio. Um, but yeah, guys, I started back in August of 2024. Last time I spoke on this call was in June during that hard conversation with Joe. So I kind of talked through a couple things at that time, and a lot has changed since then. So currently, I'm a team leader. In month two of Key Lead, about $2,000 in APV away from closing that. And I'm incredibly grateful to be here, and I'm grateful for this opportunity. So I'm just going to talk about a little bit about my journey, guys. What switched back in June and kind of my vision for the future. So when I started here, I didn't have any capital. I wasn't someone who came in here with savings or a cushion. I was spending $50 a week on G leads, and I worked those leads hard. And I have no idea how it happened, but I was able to close four of those leads in my first month. In December and January, I didn't have any deposits, zero, 2 months in a row. But even then, I trusted the system. I didn't blame it. I didn't quit. I just kept on going. And my mentors were there every step of the way, but they didn't hold my hand. They let me figure this out. And honestly, I'm so thankful for that now because it allowed me to build that resilience and it forced me to grow as a person. And things changed in April of 2025 this year, when I made a decision that scared me at the time. And I left my full-time job before I was ready, right? There were growing pains. No doubt about that. It wasn't comfortable at first, but something clicked in my head at that point. I couldn't stay where I was and still become who I was called to be, right? I couldn't stay in my full-time job and build the future that I wanted for my family. So at that point, I had to burn the boats. Right. So since June, when I had that hard conversation with Joe and Jill, I truly believe I broke out of the learning curve, stepped into consistency, right? Consistency that I once dreamed of on both the production front and the building front, right? I went from relying on my mentor's belief in me Instead of that, I started believing in myself and believing in the system here, right? No joke. I'd say my wife, Brooke, I know a lot of you know her. She's heavily involved in this business with me as well. She needed to encourage me daily, and my mentors were pouring into me weekly. And I decided to turn my focus from me and just shine a light on others at that point, right? And I believe that is a true secret ingredient here, just simply caring about people, right? I want to know who people are, what their dreams are, and what their why is when they come in. Right. So if you say you can't afford to recruit, you have to get creative with your resources. Post on social media, share this with your friends and family because you never know who's praying for an opportunity like this. And don't just do it for your own benefit, do it because you actually believe in it. Right. I'm about to hit key leader, right, with no recruiting budget, and I have 8 people in pre-licensing right now. And it, I should say it does help because my wife, she does own a social media marketing agency, so she helps me on that front. On the production front, I want to know what life looks like for these individuals I'm talking to, right? When they pass away, who's affected, what the plan is, and not just to shove that in their face and say, here, buy this solution from me, but because I actually care about their family and they can sense that. And that's something that really changed in June as well for me. Right. I learned to let go of controlling the outcome, trusting the work that I was putting in, and I trusted that God would provide what I needed as long as I was moving my feet, as long as I was taking action in this business. Right. So in the past few months, I've hit 2 commission promotions. I hit 1 leadership promotion, about to hit a second. I had my largest deposit month ever, $10,000. And I'm about to beat that this month, which is crazy considering I used to make $3,200 a month at my old job. And I'm building a team right now with a specific vision in mind. But right, those are all amazing. But guys, there's hard that came along with that, right? It wasn't all wins, right? Last month, I got hit with the most chargebacks ever. Right. Throughout my entire journey here, I think I maybe had 1 to 3 small chargebacks. Last month, I got hit with $4,000 in chargebacks at one time. And I remember I called Joe at that time, and I'd say earlier in my journey, that would have crushed me, right? I probably would have doubted myself, doubted symmetry, everything, right? But this time, even though it stung a little, I wasn't shaken by it. I paid back all those chargebacks in 2 weeks, got back up and kept going. Why? Right? Because I built my capacity here, right? This business has truly refined who I am. My mindset had changed, and I finally understood that this business wasn't happening to me, it was happening for me. So, one of the biggest leadership lessons that I've learned so far is that leadership to me is about solving your own problems and then helping others solve theirs as well, right? People don't need perfect leaders. They need leaders who have done the work on themselves and can show the way. So every time I grew, every time I overcame something, every time God had stretched me, it was for me and the people I'm called to lead. And when I say helping other people solve their problems, guys, I don't mean holding their hand and micromanaging them when they come in. I mean pointing them back to the system, empowering them to become entrepreneurs, and allowing them to dream again. I'd say that that last part is truly what fires me up, just allowing people to dream again, especially after listening to Marlon Faulkner at conference this year and his dream session. So my focus right now is extremely simple. I'm recruiting, I'm onboarding, I'm producing consistently enough to provide for my family, I'm leading from the front, I'm building a bench of people with hunger and not excuses, and I'm showing my team that this system works when you work the system. Right? So AO for me, that's not a question. It's already done. I'm just trusting God's timing with that. And I just wanted to share the vision that I have for my agency for the future. It's big, it's bold, and it's not about $10,000 deposits in a month. It's not just about money, right? I think Scott Schnitzer said, like he came for the money, stayed for the people. And I want to build something that breaks those generational ceilings that everyone talks about, something that blesses families and not just mine, but those who catch the same vision alongside me. I want to build leaders. I want to build belief. And I want to build an agency that becomes a place of transformation and not just financially, right? But in who we become along the way, where the fruit of our labors show up not only in deposits, but in discipline, belief, identity, and the way we simply serve other people. So if you're new here, right, if you're in, say, your first, let's do 2 to 3 months, I just want to see who I'm talking to here. Let's put a one in the chat. Or even 6 months. We got 414 people here, a lot of people, right? So if you're new and you're struggling, I see you, right? If you're wondering if this business can work for you, right? The most money I ever made in a year before I came here is $15,000, right? I was working $50 a week in leads. I had 2 months with no deposits. I worked two full-time jobs for 7 months before I went full-time here, and I decided to still bet on myself. Now, this month, I'm going to have over $10,000 in deposits, and I'm leading a growing team, right? So if you don't quit, if you stay coachable, if you trust the system and trust that this business is happening for you, God will open those doors that you aren't able to open on your own, right? So I'm just getting started here, guys, and I hope all of you are too. Um, I also wanted to throw in a plug for Caden, right? If you guys haven't voted for Caden, I've voted a bunch. He's going for Player of the Year. Just wanted to throw in a plug in for him. I think Christina has the link in there. So, guys, super grateful for this opportunity, just to allow you into my life, the struggles I've had, and my vision for the future. So, thank you guys so much for having me on here.
Tanner, beyond proud of you, and Brooke, honestly, she's your backbone and she helps you so much in this business. And I know she's even on here supporting you today. I mean, that is the true definition of support at home. I know Jim is beyond proud of you. He's got to be quiet on a train. Could you imagine Jim yelling in the middle of a train? It would be hilarious. But I am beyond proud of you, and there's no doubt in my mind you are building the exact agency for yourself and for your family. So thank you very much. I will go ahead and open up breakout rooms, guys. Prayer rooms open. Everyone have a wonderful day. We'll see you next week.
One last reminder, you guys.
Vote for
Awesome
Caden.
job, Tanner and Joe. One last reminder, Christine just shared in the chat where we got last day. We got about 3 or 4 hours left of this of voting. Go vote for Christina Watts' son, Caden. We are in the lead right now, but just by barely. So that link is in the chat. Go vote again one last time. That ends this morning. So thanks for
Somebody
coming
go
together.
post it and group me.
Hey, Joe, is there a breakout room today?
There should be.
It's
Okay.
already posted in the Group Me for Larson Life group.
It
My
says
man.
prayer room, Jared.
At the bottom.
All right. I am going to be going over Jim's numbers. I'll give people a minute to pop on over to their breakout rooms while I share my screen. It would help if I had it up. Up. And there we go. Okay. So we've got JT yesterday had a decent dial day, 2 contacts, 2 set, 1 run. Gabe, another 100 dial day. I love it. Absolutely love it. Got to figure out where that disconnect is with the, excuse me, with the contacts to appointments set. But you did run one, so that's awesome. Molly, 15 dials to, I'm sorry, 4 contacts to set. I'm assuming nothing run. Johnny, 46 dials, 3 contacts, 1 set, 2 run, 1 app for 1400. Awesome. Love to see it. And Zach, 60 dial day. Awesome. 1 contact, 1 set. Jordan, you didn't get your numbers in yesterday, but you're having a really good week. I know that you're also doing this part-time, so maybe you were unable to yesterday. Anna, 23 dials, 2 set, 2, sorry, yeah, 2 contacts, 2 set. Nothing run. And then Marcel, I'm assuming you're traveling still. Olive, you were out of the office yesterday. Corinne, 22 dials, 4 contacts, 2 set, 2 run. Amanda, 5 dials, 3 set, 1 run. Got an app for 744. Congrats. Fletcher, 130 dial day. Love to see it. 6 contacts, nothing set. Nothing set this week yet, but so maybe work on your script with your upline or someone that you can role play with. Kelly, you haven't gotten your numbers in since Wednesday. Trinity, your numbers aren't in from yesterday either. Christine, 201 dials, three contacts, no set and none run. Cardarius, your numbers are not in from yesterday. Cassidy, numbers haven't been in since Thursday. Kurt, 68 dials, 2 contacts, 1 set, none run. And then let's see. We've got Ernestine, we've got 77 dials, 15 contacts, not sure how many set, but 2 run. And then Peach, haven't gotten your numbers in all week. Gary, you were at the fall tour. We have got 1 fantastic day full of abundance here left in week 3. Let's make it a good one. See you guys later.